Everyone always asks me, is Psych NP school hard? Hey, what's up guys? It's me, the Psych NP David C. Honestly, Psych NP school is only hard in like some areas. I would consider the majority of it pretty easy actually. In this video, I'm gonna break down what I think is actually hard about Psych NP school so you can make a better decision on whether you should pursue it or not. Let's talk about it. This video is for educational purposes only and is not meant to be medical advice. So let's start with the majority of what Psych NP school is composed of, which is the academic workload. So this is basically like all your classes where you're like attending lectures or watching lectures, taking notes, reading textbooks, taking quizzes, taking exams, doing discussion boards, basically everything that counts for points. If you're thinking about Psych NP school, chances are you already have your BSN, and I'm telling you, NP school is basically like BSN school times 1.5. Now, what do I mean by that? Do you remember when your BSN class made you write a 5-page essay? Well, your NP classes are going to make you write 10-page essays. Your BSN classes require you to do 200 words in a discussion post. Your NP classes are going to require 500 words for your discussion posts. Basically, most assignments are pretty much the same thing, but just longer. Like, yeah, you're going to write about the same stuff, like, nursing theories, nursing ethics. A lot of the essays they make you write are the same subjects, just longer papers. And the same thing goes with discussion posts. But the good thing about this is it's just busy work. It's not actually hard. It pretty much just takes up a whole bunch of your time, but it's actually not hard at all. As long as you put in the time to do all these assignments, you should get like full points or close to full points at least. So that part isn't hard at all. Now, when it comes to quizzes and exams, I found that there were roughly as many quizzes and exams as there were in my BSN program. So like not every class had quizzes and exams, but a lot of them did. And I found that these generally had like the same amount of questions. So basically, as long as you actually study and read your books, then you'll be fine. If you were able to pass the exams in your BSN program or even your ADN program, then you can pass the exams in the NP program. It's pretty much like the same type of exams, but with different material. And honestly, the material isn't that much harder. Like the only thing I actually kind of struggled on was like pharmacokinetics and like pharmacology. But yeah, as long as you put in the time to actually study, you'll do fine. So in a sense, the assignments you have to do aren't hard at all. And the quizzes and exams that you have to take are like barely harder than like your BSN program quizzes. It's really more about how disciplined you are in completing your assignments and actually studying. And also a hard part of the academic workload is actually dodging AI detection systems. Like at my school, literally every single class had this like AI detection system that the professors use to screen students' assignments for potential AI use. Now, I never used AI in school, but one of my assignments got flagged as AI, and my professor, who had like no idea what AI was at the time, like called me out on it. And I had to like defend myself and even like take it up to the dean. So yeah, I would consider that a hard part of the academic workload, like just dodging AI detection systems, because there will be professors who have like no idea about AI, but they'll just look at the percentage rate on the AI detection system that they're using and then just judge you based off of that. Now let's move on to the next big chunk of NP school, which is the clinical rotations. This one isn't hard in the sense of like passing or failing, because like basically if you show up and you get your hours, you're gonna pass no matter like how good or bad you do at clinicals. But the hard part is actually like being at clinicals and like doing real life stuff. But I mean, it's kind of like the same thing as RN clinicals. Like obviously on the first day, you're gonna have no idea what the hell you're doing. But then as you get like a little more experience here and there, you're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable and get a little bit more into your groove of doing things. It's still gonna be hard, but it's gonna be like less challenging than it was at the beginning. I mean, it's definitely like hard when you're making decisions on your own for the first time. Like you're not the RN who's just giving meds anymore. You're the NP who's prescribing the meds. And this kind of really depends on what your preceptor allows you to do too. Like I know my preceptor and a lot of other preceptors will let students just do their own thing, and the preceptor will just review their work afterwards. while other preceptors will just only allow the students to observe, and that's it. So even though doing things on your own is harder, it's actually a really valuable experience to get. So this part of school is hard, but in a good way. Like, as long as you don't do something dumb, like, keep showing up late or be unprofessional with the patients, you should get full hours and full points for your clinicals. The hard part of clinicals is like actually doing things that you're going to be doing in real life practice after you graduate. And also, as a side note, some schools nowadays don't even find a preceptor for you, so they make you find one on your own. So that can actually be considered a hard part of clinicals too, just being able to find a preceptor. And then moving on to the emotional and stress challenges. Now, I find that this really depends on you and your situation. Now, if you're like single, no kids, lives at home with their parents, not that there's anything wrong with that, then you would have like plenty of time to do like all your assignments. You could even like squeeze in doing clinicals while working full time at your RN job. And that'd be a lot less stressful compared to somebody who has like, 4 kids, a husband, a wife. They would have a lot less time to squeeze in doing all the assignments, and they probably wouldn't be able to work full time while also doing clinicals, because there's no way someone can like work full time, do clinicals, do schoolwork, and take care of 4 kids. So I find that the emotional and stress challenge part of NP school really depends on you and your living situation. Honestly, I took an accelerated program that was like 20 months, and the amount of work I had to do every week actually didn't take that much time. Like, I was working full time 3 days a week, and then I did schoolwork on 2 days of the week. So that still allowed me to have 2 days off every week. I was like not stressed at all during school, but it will be different for everyone. So basically, in a nutshell, in my opinion, the hard parts of NP school are dodging AI detection systems, getting real life practice in clinicals, but that's actually a good thing. And it could be hard and stressful depending on your living situation. But other than that, honestly, everything else is pretty damn easy. As long as you have the discipline to put in the time, you can get through a Psych NP program pretty easily. If you have any questions about Psych NP programs, let me know in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. I do videos on like Psych NP stuff and just general psych stuff. I am also on TikTok and Instagram if you want to follow me over there at the Psych NP David C. I do medication management for adults living in California. If you're interested, there's a link down below. And with that, your mental health just leveled up. You're welcome.